Gracie said Mommy was right to slap me. She thought I deserved it for what I said. But there were things my sister didn't know about, like the conversation I had just had with our parents. "Look what Mr. Briller gave me," I told them when I got home from school that day in June. I should have known something fishy was going on because Bobby wasn't at work. But I didn't ask because I was glad he was home. He would appreciate the good news I'd gotten from my 6th grade counselor. "The Eleanor School is offering merit scholarships for the first time in forever, and Mr. Briller thinks I can get one. I just have to take a test in October and fill out this application." I showed them the packet. Education means everything to my parents, so the chance to have their daughter go to a top-notch private school for not too much money would be thrilling to them, right? Wrong. They glanced at each other with worried faces. Mommy twisted her fingers around like a shy kid about to give an oral report. Bobby cleared his throat. "Ana María," he said, "that's a very expensive school. And in 8th grade, you can take the test for Bronx Science." That was the fancy public high school where a lot of super smart kids in New York City went. Since my neighborhood, Washington Heights, is close to the Bronx, science was my parents' dream school for their kids. "But it's a scholarship," I said, "so Eleanor won't be that expensive. And there's no guarantee that I'll get into science. Gracie didn't." My parents looked at each other again. I knew what they were thinking. Gracie never had a shot at science because she wasn't a great student, unlike me. But they would never say that out loud because they liked to pretend their 4 daughters were identical in every way, equally smart, talented, beautiful, sweet, and so on. "Well," Bobby said, "that doesn't mean anything. I think you definitely have a good chance." "But I have a chance at the Eleanor School right now. Don't you want me to get a good education?" "Of course we do, mija," Mommy said. "And you'll get one, just like your sister, even though she's not going to science." My face started to grow warm. Little Bethlehem High School is nowhere near as good as Eleanor. Not a single member of their graduating class last year went on to an Ivy League school. And look at all that Eleanor has to offer. I opened the shiny brochure and stood between my parents so they could see the photos of the sprawling green campus, the ginormous science lab with room for all the students to spread out, the happy-looking kids playing brand new instruments on a polished stage. Bobby sighed. "The Eleanor School cost 6 times more than Little Bethlehem," he said. "We know that a good education is important to you, and we're very proud of you. But we just can't afford a place like that." "What if I get a full scholarship?" My parents' eyes met again, and they nodded at the same time. "Of course," Mommy said. "We would be thrilled if that happened." "But don't get your hopes up," Bobby said. "After all, we still have to save up for college, and not just for you. We have to think of your sisters, too." I nodded. Of course I understood. My friend Claudia went to the Eleanor School, and she always talked about how wonderful it was. The caring teachers, the cool field trips, all the different foreign languages offered, even Latin, which would help with my SATs. But Claudia was an only child. Plus, both her parents made a lot of money. They graduated from Columbia Law School with my dad, which is how they all became friends. But Bobby didn't go on to a fancy law firm like they did. He got his dream job at a place that helps people for free. "So I can take the scholarship exam, right?" I asked. "Of course," Bobby said.